We begin the show in Toronto, where the Miami Heat were looking to tie the second longest winning streak in NBA history with their 22nd consecutive victory. Meanwhile, the Raptors were looking to snap a 10-game losing streak to the Heat. So we're off to the Air Canada Center for the highlights. And there's Chris Bosh, former Raptor, entering the building. And we flash back to Super Bowl Sunday when the Heat beat the Raptors in Toronto to begin this streak.
It's just unbelievable that the streak started around the Super Bowl. That seems just so long ago. Actually, it kind of was.
It kind of was.
Yeah, at this point it was.
Feels like at least last month. Rudy Gay with one of the luckiest hoops of the year.
Yeah, he's so athletic, he's so gifted, but that was lucky, very lucky.
Let's see if that luck would continue for the Toronto Raptors. Chris Bosh, he has been wet lately. 18 points, 7 of 10 from the floor.
One of the best mid-range shooters in the game. Chris Bosh knocking it down. Knows those rims quite well. And Dwayne Wade's activity. Look at the ball movement here around the back. Nobody to throw it to except the rim. Let's go ahead and knock that one down. And then operating in the small space, finds the Birdman. He spreads his wings. And then the 4,000th career assist from Dwayne Wade to Chris Bosh on the dunk.
And then Dwayne Wade right into Terrence Ross. I heard a tweet, get him to the line. And Wade had the Heat up 51-39. Dwayne Wade, 24 points, 10 of 15. LeBron James with a missile of a three towards the end of the first half. Miami, 55-43 at the break. LeBron James with the rebound up ahead to Dwayne Wade.
Great outlet pass. There's nobody better in the league that can throw that pass better than LeBron James.
But the Raptors would come back. They fought hard the whole game. Rudy Gay with the steal from LeBron James and the slam. Here they come. Then it's DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, DeMar DeRozan struggled offensively, but in the third made a few key shots to get the Raptors back into it. Rudy Gay, you mentioned his numbers. He had a big game. For some reason, he competes against LeBron James pretty tough. 27 for him in this one, and then Amir Johnson gets the dunk on the Birdman. Another solid outing, 18 and 18 for Amir, and Toronto hanging in.
Toronto tied the game 77 apiece early in the fourth, and then the Heat went on a 28-4 run. You see the long alley-oop to Dwayne Wade flying through, and then Ray Allen, 16 of his 20 came in the fourth quarter.
Sugar Ray is the greatest three-point shooter of all time, and you see why here. Still has the sweet stroke.
And the Miami Heat still have that winning streak. 108-91, they get the win in Toronto. So the Heat do tie the Rockets of 07-08 for the second longest winning streak in NBA history at 22. The Heat have the longest winning streak by a defending champion. The Heat have won 10 straight on the road, 11 straight against Toronto. LeBron James, 22, 12, and 8. 32nd double-double. That's a new career high. Shane Battier, by the way, the only player to be involved with 2 winning streaks of 20-plus games in NBA history. He was on that Rockets team 5 years ago. Dwayne Wade, 13th consecutive game with 20-plus points on 45+% from the field. The longest such streak since Michael Jordan ripped off 14 in a row back in 1991-92. The Raptors fall to 26-41 with this loss. So let's take a look at the longest winning streaks in NBA history. Jim McMillan, Jerry West, Gail Goodrich, and the Los Angeles Lakers of 71-72 won 33 in a row. Michael, the next longest winning streak, 22, shared by these Rockets and the Miami Heat.
Now the Miami Heat. And I want to say something about Dwayne Wade. He's playing at the MVP level right now, and he's not getting enough credit for that. You need to throw his hat in there for the MVP race.
Here you see Shane Battier with some defense on those Rockets teams and now helping the Heat, who are 51-14 after their 22nd consecutive victory. Here's LeBron and Shane.
Special team, special ride right now that we're on, and I think the best thing about it is we're doing it together. We're doing it for one another, and just want to try to keep it going. And it's not about the streak; it's about us getting better each and every day, preparing to win each and every night, and we've been able to be fortunate to do that.
We don't care who's playing because it's the Boston Celtics, and it's one of the really good rivalries in the NBA, and we know the Garden will be rocking like it always is, and this team has played us well this year, and so we know it'll be a tough battle.
Next up for LeBron, Battier, and the Heat, a date with the Celtics tomorrow night at TD Garden. The season series is 1-1 with each team winning at home. And keep in mind, the Celtics were the team that snapped the Rockets' 22-game winning streak 5 years ago. After the Celtics, it's the Cavs, the Pistons, the Bobcats, the Magic, then the Bulls, then the Hornets, and then on NBA TV on March 31st, the San Antonio Spurs. Bones, if the Heat get by the Celtics on Monday, this streak could go for a while.
Yeah, it could. I mean, it's really all in their hands. I really feel like, the Miami Heat, obviously, during a 22-game win stretch, you have to do a lot of different things. And a lot of different things have to happen in terms of each individual's preparation and your team kind of saying, well, let's see how far we can push this. You talked about Shane being part of 2 such streaks. Amazing that he's part of the connective tissue with all that winning. But
it's no coincidence, is it?
Not a coincidence. But the fact of the matter is that they've won all kinds of different ways. And it has been one of the things that they've latched on to motivate them as they keep going the drive to the playoffs. They know it's the most important time of the year, but to motivate themselves and try to challenge themselves in a competitive way on nightly basis against different opponents, that's been the most impressive thing to me.
Michael, put this into perspective. 22 straight wins.
Incredible. When you have LeBron James playing at an MVP level and now Dwayne Wade playing at an MVP level, it's going to be hard to beat them. They're just playing great basketball right now. The whole team is playing great basketball. So they're just getting ready for the playoffs. They can't wait till April starts, and it's going to be exciting to see what they do in the playoffs.
So let's take a look at the Miami Heat quarter by quarter in terms of their point differential during the streak.
Well, this is one of the things that impresses me most in looking at some of the numbers given a 22-game win streak. It's the fact that they've been getting off to great starts, as you can see, outscoring their opponents by 82 points, but it's the finish. It's the questions that we had for about a year and a half about Miami and what they do in the fourth quarter. Whose ball is it? Is it Dwayne Wade? Is it going to be LeBron? LeBron, you shouldn't pass that. You should shoot that. You should score. You should do this. Get the ball to Chris Bosh in the post. None of those questions have come up during the stretch. They've been at their best during crunch time, Michael Redd, and I think that playoff experience last year, that confidence after winning a championship, having it figured out in terms of who it is that the best player on the floor is, knowing it's LeBron James, and having all that confidence go in the right direction, that's why they've been so good, deadly in the fourth.
They have an identity, and LeBron has embraced taking that last-second shot now, and Dwayne Wade has deferred and understands that now. So they're clicking on all cylinders right now. I really don't see anybody stopping them if they're playing basketball like this come the playoffs.
Well, the other thing that they have is Ray Allen, who is one of the best fourth-quarter clutch performers. It's an asset that they did not have last year. You saw it in the Toronto game, 16 points in the fourth quarter, made all 4 of his threes. Now, I know this. Going to Boston is going to be, interesting. It's the second time for Ray, but they're mad. The Boston Celtics did not play on St. Patrick's Day. You know how upset that makes Celtics fans? So for the Heat to go in with the streak, for Ray Allen to be on the team, heightened expectations, obviously a big game and another chance for Boston to break a 22-game win streak. It's going to be really interesting to see how those two teams match up.
Kevin Garnett is considered 50-50 due to a groin injury. Doc Rivers told reporters on Sunday that he is a coin flip for the game on Monday night at TD Garden against the Heat. But don't count KG out. The spirit of this rivalry, the Celtics and the Heat hate each other, and may get KG on the floor even if he's far less than 100%.